Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome back to the TDL. This is our week 4 team building episode for our week 4 matchup against the Boston Butterfrees, coached by Mega Butterfree. A link to his YouTube channel is down in the description below, so make sure you do go check that out. And he has got a pretty scary team, which you will probably see a small graphic up for that above me now. But I'm literally just going to spell it out anyways because I like doing that. He has got a Magearna, a Landorus Therian, a Latias, a Shaman, an Entei, an Alamomola, a Jolteon, a Nihiligo, a Komala, a Mienshao, and a Zoroark. So pretty scary team. His Magearna Lando T and Latias combo is pretty nuts. His Latias gives him an awful lot of support, a good bit of utility. His Firewater Grass Core is pretty scary too. Shaman can just wreck things. Entei is a really good Pokemon. He actually sniped Entei from me, so hopefully we can get him back for that. His Alamomola can Wish Pass, so he's got great Cleric ability. Fast Electric type in Jolteon. Nihiligo, how that stayed down there so long is beyond me. He can set up rocks, super fast Pokemon, fast rock and poison type Pokemon. Komala, another Wish Passer, another Hazard support, and then Mienshao and Zoroark for a little bit more coverage. So crazy team, but I think we have the team to be able to beat him this week. I was a little bit worried when I first saw his team. I was like, how am I going to actually break this down? Well, I think we kind of cracked it. So let me just kind of jump through what I'm bringing. So as you guys can firstly see, we have Chard, Rotom Heat, leading the line. Rocking out with Overheat, Full Switch, Hidden Power Ice, Pain Split, with the Leftovers as an item, with 252 HP, 56 EVs in Special Attack, and 200 in Speed F with the Calm Nature. Max Bulk, with the max HP for as much bulk as we can. 56 EVs. Now this is the magic number here. This allows me to 2 hit KO with the it allows Overheat to do 50% to an AV Magearna, and it OHKOs, guaranteed OHKO the Magearna if it doesn't have any Speed F investment. So, and of course if he's not like fully, if he's only got a small bit of investment in bulk, Overheat 2 shots. So this is the magic number here. This does plenty of damage. Gotta love it. It really nukes that Magearna. So Magearna can't really sit in against me. Plus on top of that, I do a really good job of sponging Magearna's hits. Magearna doesn't have the coverage to be able to deal with Rotom Heat. So I'm really hoping we can put in a good bit of damage there. I've Full Switch to give me a bit of switch initiative. I've Hidden Power Ice to hit the Lando T, because Lando T is going to be switching. There's no doubt about that. So I have Hidden Power Ice to be able to hit that. And then Pain Split just to try and get us a little bit more recovery for when his monsters switching in and out, because I need Rotom Heat around for a long time. Because this thing also deals with Shaman pretty nicely. Can also hit the Alamomola super effectively, because it'll be faster than the Alamomola. I don't anticipate him bringing max speed Alamomola, but I don't even think it can outspeed me. I haven't bothered to do the calc, and that's how confident I am. But this Rotom Heat can do an awful lot of work for us this week, so really need to keep it around for as long as possible. Rotom Heat goes down, we're in huge trouble. So watch me be very careful with when and where I use Rotom Heat this week. And let me just get rid of the phone out of there. Right. After that, I'm bringing Demon, my Clefable. Bringing Moonlight, Calm Mind, Store Power, Moonblast, Unaware, Leftovers. 244. This is not right. What? My EV sprites have gone all over the shop all of a sudden. That is not correct whatsoever. I want 252. And I have this. I already had this calc, so I'm good. I'm good with this. And then 4 here. It's a good thing I already had that calced out. My other EVs are fine, aren't they? Yes, they are fine. Oh, they're 100%. For some reason, this wasn't. But the idea behind this demon set for this Clefable set is once we get rid of the Magearna, he's got nothing that touches this set. I've plenty of options to set up here. I can set up on the Mienshao, the Zoroark, the the Lando T. Now, the Lando T is a Z captain, I forgot to mention that. But if I predict him going for the Z move correctly, I can Moonlight on it and I'll be fine. This EV set means that Earthquake is a 2-shot. Oh, sorry, it's a 3-hit KO. So he can't just go and 2-shot me with EQ. I can Moonlight up and I'll be fine. He has to either hope for a bit of either a crit, or he has to bring the Z Earthquake to try and hit me as hard as he possibly can. So we're kind of good there that Clefable can kind of come in and sponge those hits, and we don't only have Clefable to do that for us. So Clefable can kind of do all that magic for us, but on top of that, as I was saying, it can set up and kind of clean this team once the Magearna is gone. Calm Mind for the setup to help with the stored power. So after like 2 Calm Mind stored power is going to be doing 8 plus 80 base 100 with plus 2 special attack. That's nuts. I just go for another Calm Mind on base 140 with plus 3 special attack. Kind of get the gist. It's ridiculously powerful. And then Moonblast is my stab to help deal with the Zoroark and the Latias. So, like, we've loads of options to set up on. As I said, Entei is an option to set up on, provided we're in good health. So, like, once the Magearna is gone, Clefable, we can work to match around for Clefable to come in, set up, and sweep, which is fantastic. Can't wait for it. After that, I decided I need to bring Sharps or Skarmory. Couple of reasons why. Wanted some hazard support, and I needed a Pokemon that can just sit in front of Landorus, Therian, and phase out in case it's some D-dancing, well, not D-dancing, some Rock Polish Saurus dancing set that's really going to scare me. So brought the Skarmory to deal with just that. Bring Stealth Rock, Whirlwind, Roost, Brave Bird. Brave Bird to hit the Brave Bird to hit the Shaman. That's the reason why I'm bringing it. I need to hit, if I can hit that Shaman hard and fast, that thing is not a threat to me anymore. Stealth Rock for hazard. I would say like to set up hazards because he's got the Komala and the Latias as hazard support, but he can't rely on bringing them in the whole time because they will just keep getting worn down, and it gives me free turns to move in my Pokemon and play around with them like that. Roost for health regeneration, and Whirlwind, as I said, to stop the Landorus from setting up. Kind of the same with his rest of the setup mons. Whirlwind just to stop it from happening. This also blocks the Mienshao, which is very, very nice to have. And it also kind of stops the... It can stop the Nihilego a little bit, but its main job is to stop the Mienshao and the Landorus Therian from having fun with us. That's the idea behind that. Hopefully it'll do the job for us. Hopefully. Also, you can kind of come in on Latias once we scout that doesn't have T-Bolt. Latias' coverage is the same, but we kind of have able to come in and out with that one. So hopefully Skarmory can do the work for us, set up a few hazards, have a bit of fun, etc. After that, I'm bringing Jelly Baby again, so Jelly Baby is making another appearance. Bring my Shuka Berry again, because I'm predicting EQ. And I'm not worried about Latias to have coverage to hit me everywhere, because I'm expecting Latias to be some form of utility, because he can't bring everything offensively. I will beat him if he does that, because my defensive course is too good on my team. Like if you look on my roster, essentially he has to bring some utility to help two or three of his Pokemon to kind of come in and do damage on me. So I'm bringing this Tentacool again, 252 HP, 188 Speed F, and 68 special attack. I put a bit of investment in special attack so I can two-shot a defensive Landorus Therian with Scald, and of course if he comes in on a Scald and then he goes for EQ, Shuka Berry eats that up and I can kill him. Or I can predict him to go for EQ, land a Toxic Spikes, and I'm like, haha, see what you're doing there. Plus, I can eat the Shuka Berry and I can actually scout what kind of Lando T he is, although that's like the last resort I want to do that. I really don't want to do that, because if he's defensive, I'm going to outspeed him, but if he's Scarfed or offensive, he'll outspeed me. I just want to also note that I have the 12 speed EVs here in Skarmory, so I won't be sped crept, because there's a few Pokemon that can speed creep Skarmory, so I don't want that to happen. Rocking out with Scald, Scald, as I said, for the Lando T. and the Entei. Actually, Entei be a nice one. I have the Strucker Berry to deal with the Entei's Bulldoze. T-Spikes, because it's been working wonders for us so far. As well, getting Toxic Spikes off on the Shaman, the Entei, and the Alomomola, and whatever other Pokemon it's going to bring will be fantastic. I do predict him to bring the Nihilego to help deal with Demon, because Demon is just too scary. But like if he brings it and he soaks up the Toxic Spikes, great. But I doubt it. I think he might bring Air Bloom just to stop it from being hit too hard. Rapid Spin then to get rid of hazards, and then Sludge Bomb, so I'm not going to get walled by Shaman. So if Shaman comes in, I'm like, oh, I predict the Shaman switch, I can go Sludge Bomb and get damage off on the Shaman, which is nice. Can't complain about that. After that, I'm bringing Hydreigon, Choice Scarf, so Hydra is coming back into the fold. I'm bringing Draco Meteor, not bringing Fire Blast, let me change that. I'm bringing Earth Power, decided to change that. Dark Pulse, and then U-Turn. So bring Earth Power to help deal with the Entei and the Magearna. Have to have a few ways to deal with Entei. Earth Power, Hydreigon is one of them. Draco Meteor, because once the Magearna is gone, or the Magearna is gone, Draco just hits everything, nukes everything, which is beautiful. Dark Pulse, because again, once the Magearna is gone, that's the safe move I can just literally go into and pick off the rest of his team at the end of the match. And then I've U-Turn to give me some switch initiative. So I have that Volt Turn combo going on. And then, of course, as some of you guys know, Volt Turn coupled with hazards can be very, very problematic for teams to deal with, especially if we get hazards up early. Because you're constantly trying to switch because we just keep the initiative the whole time. I can't really complain about that. 48 in HP, 252 in special attack, 4 in speed depth, 204 speed. 204 speed is here so I can outspeed Choice Scarf, Jolly, Landorus. They're in, so we outspeed that. The rest is then in bulk, and we have the 4 in speed depth just so we have the odd number of EVs and HP. And then max special attack so we hit things as hard as we can after that. So that's the Hydreigon set. Nothing too fancy about it. This thing does hurt a lot of his team once the Magearna is gone. Like, he has got any that kind of wants to come in here and take these hits. Earth Power on the Nihilego does tons. It's a nice set. I'm looking forward to bringing Hydreigon in and just having it nuke things. Gotta be very careful about when we use it again, because I am relying on it to kind of hit things very hard. But once the Magearna is gone, we're sorted. That Magearna is a huge problem for my team, so if we can just get rid of it, we're golden, you know. Last one is I'm bringing Commander, my Terrakion, with the Fighting EMZ with as its item, with the moveset of Rock Polish, Earthquake, Close Combat, and X-Scissor. The idea behind this is that I have a few Pokemon I can set up on. I can set up on the Nihilego, I can set up on the Mienshao, I can potentially set up on the Alomomola. Gotta be careful about that. I can set up on the Entei, most likely. Is my phone going off? I'll sort that out later. It's weird. Setting up, I can set up on the Nihilego. Sorry about that, you guys. Set up on the Nihilego and potentially Entei. Gotta be careful of that Bulldoze though. And yeah, those are the options I have to set up on. And with Rock Polish, it means I'll outsweep all his faster threats come late game. So like Jolteon and Nihilego, for example, and the Latias, I'll outspeed. I can kind of come in and pick them off towards the end of the game. So it's kind of my late game sweeper. As such, I've Earthquake for the Nihilego, the Magearna. Hopefully I don't have to go 1v1 that. And for the Entei, I have Close Combat for to hit pretty much the Zoroark and a few other things as hard as I can. I'm bringing the Fighting EMZ so I can actually properly nuke the Alomomola. That I can just go in, nuke Alomomola with something exceptionally hard. I'm like, whatever, what else? I got this. And then I'm bringing the X-Scissor so that the Shaman and the Latias can get wrecked by it. Particularly the Latias, because it's immune to one move and resists the other. So the X-Scissor kind of comes in and deals with that. The EV setup, I've got 2-3-2 Jolly set up here on the speed with speed, because That will allow me to outspeed the Zoroark and the Mienshao, which are base 105 speed. Because I didn't want the case where Zoroark can outspeed me. Don't want that. Then I have 252 attack, so I can hit things as hard as possible, and 24 in HP, so we have a little bit more bulk. Because why not? So that is the team, ladies and gentlemen. That's the team we're going to bring. Hopefully it picks us the W, and we can keep this good season of ours going. Of course, please check out Mega Butterfree. His link to his channel is in the description down below. And on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. If you guys liked today's video, please click the like button down below for me. If you got any comments on today's video, be it good, bad, different, or any comments about the team, something you would have done differently, all that kind of fun stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. And last but not least, if you want to see more TDL action coming your way on this channel, or more Pokemon content in general, please click that subscribe button. On that note, I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.